Good evening, traders. This is a DAX recap video for Monday, December the 17th. And as usual, in front of us is the 30-minute chart with the updated zones that was posted before the open, along this with these morning notes. And in this morning notes I said that how the market is going to react to this first zone is going to determine the intraday bias, since that was the RTH high from Friday. And in pre-market, price was already testing that zone and in fact made a false breakout above. And I said also about this zone that buyers can be active there on 815 to 830 on the first test. Now let's observe where was the opportunities for us today. So this move was in the pre-market, basically a false breakout of this resistance zone, and that could be really a good setup and a good trade in the regular trading hours, but unfortunately it happened in pre-market with the entry like at 8:05 or 8:10, and I will concentrate in my videos mostly on the opportunities that was available in regular trading hours. This vertical line is the beginning of the pre-market, 1:15 a.m. This is the beginning of regular trading hours at 9 a.m. So first test 9:10, first test of the zone, and that was our long entry here with the closing for a quick 30-pointer to the cash close, or be patient and close near the next zone as you wish. That was the first trade. Now we come to the testing of resistance, and if you didn't get a feel here on this first test, you should observe and get ready to get in on the second test, because we have this false breakout. We have a bearish environment, and in bearish environment, resistances are the ones that could be tested multiple times and still hold the price. And this here was the very good entry, and not only bearish environment, zone, and inability of the market really to go above, but you also had the 61.8 fib retracement of this current move here to the point. So this was our short entry, and now when market starts to go down again, that is the time that we should really skip this zone for long. That is why I'm emphasizing the morning notes. Buyers can be active on the first test. In bearish environment, supports are the ones that are more easily broken, and usually it took like one test and the second test is gone, or on the second test we will get a smaller bounce with the lower high, and the high will be just like here, and then maybe even another bounce, and then there is going to be a breakdown. But this is also very, very common. First time if we get a bounce, it's a tradable bounce, second time it's gone. And if you are holding short from here, and now the price is here, and you can close your trade here, or you could wait, because now this is the second test, and you could wait and close your order all the way to the next zone. So either here, either here. This was our second opportunity. Also, you could even add here, or this could be another trade, shorting from here. So this move could be taken in one trade. I think that is the better choice, because in this case you will risk only once. I did it in two times, but I still think that the better choice would be for me and for the other traders just to leave it and don't react here. I just pushed my stop above here and then waited to push your stop, to push your stop here and wait to see what will happen. Instead I chose to close here and then observe and then enter again. And because this here was exactly the same trade, and not just exactly the same trade, but on the same zone, on the same place like we had on Friday. This is it. Inability to hold the zone, hugging the zone, balancing at the bottom end of the zone. In the bearish environment you balance on the support and balance, and your market is basically signaling you that it's want to go lower, and that is the short opportunity here with your stop above pre-market low, above here. That is another short with closing here, because really FOMC statement is on Wednesday. We could expect this zone also here to hold, and that was our long opportunity here. So closing this, now we have a long opportunity here, but this long really failed, because this zone was tested many times, it provided many trades, and you don't really know where it is and when it is going to be broken. And it was today, and today this zone was broken, and here the range is really exhausted. If the range isn't exhausted here, it should be really exhausted here, because and also note that in this time when the market is banging this support, it is 1 p.m. And at 1 p.m. the question that you should ask yourself about the lows, could this be the high of the day, or could this be the low of the day, and so on, those kind of questions you should ask yourself at 12, 12:30, 1 p.m. because enough time has passed that we could conclude that this here has very, very good odds to be high of the day. And if it is a high of the day, if it is going to be the high of the day, then the range should expand to the downside. And if it is going to be expanded to the downside, then you should really look at, okay, what was the range on Friday? And Friday was really smaller range. Okay, it was this. So if we take this range, measure it, it is going to be to this zone. But from here to here we have like 220 points, and like 200 is something that is usual these days, and 220 means that here it is exhausted. So this is our long entry here, closing on the next zone, or whenever you have like this really big move. So we already used fib retracement from here to here. This was 61.8. Now we are using it from this stop, and we look to see if there is any confluence with the zones or anything else. And I could observe only that halfback is near the round number 800, and look, from 800 it already retraced like 40 points. So this could be a closing 38.2 could be a closing, or halfback could be a closing. Zone 38.2 or halfback could be closing, I'm sorry, it was not a fail sound, but a ka-ching for the closing of this long here. So basically it was a pretty good day opportunities wise. This one was unfortunately in pre-market, but then we had first test of the zone for long, closing here, then testing resistance, closing here, or in two trades, here and then the second trade from here to here. This was a failure here, and this was again a good long, and if you didn't get fill here, you really had to chase a market a bit, and it is just you can justify that by the fact that market was really exhausted, the range was exhausted to the downside. And one of the highlights of today isn't on DAX, in fact it is on US markets, and the fact that the Russell came and tagged minus 20% from the all-time high. And first it was a bounce, a hard bounce up. Now it doesn't really look so good, but nevertheless it has tagged minus 20% from the all-time high. And that was it for today, and for tomorrow you will get another updated chart. I wish you good night and good trading.